Welcome, and thank you for watching. Today, we'll discuss how we achieve the world's fastest ransomware recovery for VMware environments from immutable snapshots. First, let's discuss some of the challenges that organizations face when recovering from ransomware. Here we can see a depiction of a real customer, not named for privacy reasons. Their critical environment was made up of 600 VMs, for which they have an enterprise backup solution that backs up to an immutable air-gapped target. Ransomware struck their environment and encrypted most of the workloads. As expected, the forensics and incident response teams responded immediately with their investigation. However, the operations team could not begin the recovery operations until forensics completed, and the recovery storage was made available. This took 4 days. Then, recovering 600 VMs from an air-gap immutable source and configuring, isolating the 600 VM environment took another 3 days. Once everything was recovered and isolated, the eradication work had to begin, removing malware, fixing vulnerabilities, patching. That took another day. Finally, this being a critical environment, the recovered workloads had to be re-protected before they could be connected to production. A full backup cycle of 600 VMs took another couple of days. The achieved recovery time for the end users was 10 days. And believe it or not, this number is considered good for this size environment in a ransomware recovery scenario. One of the reasons organizations, small and large, struggle for days to weeks to recover from a ransomware event is that we, as an industry, have been solely focused on data immutability, which is a key component, but it's the tip of the iceberg when it comes to recovery. When dealing with ransomware recovery, we must think about our recovery capacity. Where do we recover to if environments are locked and quarantined by forensics teams? How quickly can we recover data from immutable copies? How predictable is that recovery speed when dealing with hundreds of terabytes or petabytes? And how do we automate all the components? The storage, the compute, the network, the application? How do we isolate the network to prevent reinfection? How do we eradicate sleeping malware from recovered workloads and make sure we harden those workloads while isolated? And how do we recover while preserving evidence required for forensics and cyber insurance teams? These are the biggest struggles when it comes to ransomware recovery. The first component of the solution is Hitachi Ops Center Protector. Protector integrates with both the array and the applications like VMware to provide application-aware protection through predefined policies, frequency, and retention. Snapshots can be designated immutable for a user-defined period of time in which they cannot be mounted, edited, or deleted even by storage, root, or admin accounts, giving you hardware immutability. These snapshots are also near instant and capacity efficient since they are done at the storage block layer. Additionally, we have instant restore capabilities from immutable snapshots through Snap-on-Snap. That creates a near instant copy of the immutable snapshots with zero physical footprint, giving you zero risk or impact to the data integrity of those snapshots until you determine which snapshot set you'd like to recover from. So you have hardware immutability with efficient protection and near instant efficient recovery. If you have production VMs running on VSP storage, they can be protected with frequent and immutable snapshots via Ops Center Protector. CyberVR from VM2020 is a lightweight software solution that natively integrates with VMware, Ops Center Protector, and the network stack, like NSXT, to discover workloads and their characteristics to then create thin digital twins. With a single click, CyberVR creates virtual air-gapped networks that mimic the production network topology and leverages protectors' capacity-efficient snap-on-snap mechanisms to instantly restore full copies of the production environment to the isolated networks without risking the integrity of the underlying snapshots. With a single click, CyberVR creates an exact copy of production from any available point in time in minutes, regardless of the size or quantity of VMs, and without consuming physical storage, physical capacity. The thin digital twins can be spun up concurrently, either on demand or based on scheduled policies, and can be seamlessly accessed by end users. Application teams can test upgrades, patches, new apps, architectures. Security teams can run forensics, pen tests, control validations, and operations teams can accelerate DevSecOps workflows and prove and test the ransomware recovery scenarios end to end. With the combination of Op Center Protector and CyberVR, we have the world's fastest automated ransomware recovery solution from immutable snapshots. The in-place recovery from storage-efficient snapshots allow the forensics and triage workflows to occur simultaneously, while recovered environments are running on performance storage with minimal impact to capacity. Once hardened, the recovered environments can be reprotected with a single click, leveraging Protector's VMware integration, which leverages capacity-efficient array snapshots. Thousands of VMs can be reprotected in minutes with minimal impact to capacity. With recovered workloads hardened and reprotected, users can be reconnected, again, with a single click. We've measured the scale and performance of this solution at scale with hundreds of terabytes with thousands of VMs, and we have proven RTOs for 1,500 VM environments in 70 minutes, giving us the world's fastest. If we look back at the customer example we reviewed earlier, we can see how the recovery workflow is vastly enhanced with Protector and CyberVR. When ransomware hits, forensics teams can begin while the environment is recovered from storage snapshots to a virtual air gap, less than 30 minutes for 600 VMs. Forensics and hardening efforts are done simultaneously. Once the recovered environment is hardened, it can be reprotected in under 10 minutes with minimal impact to capacity. With Protector and CyberVR, we remove all the infrastructure bottlenecks from a ransomware recovery process, regardless of scale, allowing organizations to recover in hours, not days or weeks, and to test and prove their recovery capability. This solution offers comprehensive protection and recovery. The workloads can be protected with traditional backup to immutable repositories and immutable snapshots to allow for that instant recovery capability with CyberVR, which can be done for recovery testing as well as for all the other DevSecOps use case we spoke of. It's a solution that works in on-prem environments, hybrid environments, and in supported cloud environments, and can be delivered as software and hardware or as a fully managed service. Thank you very much for watching, and please check the video description for a link to view a demo of this solution in action. Thank you very much.